Now, I would definitely be lying if I didn't say that I was the most little bit scared about making this video, because I've been wanting to make this video for 3 years and I haven't done it yet. But 2021 equals new Robyn to YouTube, and I'm uploading whatever the fuck I want. Let's go. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 Robyn이라고 합니다. Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Robyn and welcome back. So, JYP Entertainment, one of the big 3 companies, entertainment companies at that, in South Korea, known for having amazing K-pop artists, K-pop groups, and amazing songs written by the CEO himself, JYP. A lot of people you talk to will say that they like JYP Entertainment. They think it's a nice entertainment. And then you have people like me, who can't stand them, and I'm here to tell you why. So the main reason why I didn't make this video for 3 years is because back in the past, I used to work with other companies in Korea. I'm not going to disclose who I worked with because that's an NDA. I did sign an NDA. But a lot of them could have led me to working with JYP Entertainment. Therefore, I had to make my social media look squeaky clean. Therefore, if the case did arise where I worked with JYP Entertainment, they wouldn't immediately reject me because I talked bad about them in the past on social media. Well, now I've officially accepted the fact that 1, I will never work with JYP Entertainment. 2, nor do I want to, because now I'm going to tell you guys why I do not like JYP Entertainment. Now, a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about are things that I have seen through a lot of the groups that JYP has held or currently host now. And though a lot of it does come from my ultimate bias group, GOT7, I see it within other groups as well. And I feel like it's time for a social media influencer or a YouTube influencer or a content creator to finally come out and speak about everything that JYP has been doing to their idols. Now, this isn't like inside tea. It's obviously things that you can see as a fan, and, you know, it's just disgusting to think about. So here we go. A lot of these things, like I said earlier, do kind of spawn from GOT7, but I've noticed that it also goes for a lot of the other groups that JYP has as well. One of them is being the failure to protect their groups. Now, they do this remarkably well for their girl groups, at least from what I have seen. They really make sure that they have bodyguards, especially when they're traveling abroad. And I feel like as for the boy groups, it's not the same. They claim about sasaengs. If you guys don't know about sasaengs are basically stalkers that take it to the next level and try to interfere with the idol's life. And sasaengs are nothing new. They take mostly legal action against sasaengs that are going towards the girl groups. But when it comes to the guy groups, it hardly happens. One good case of this is GOT7's Youngjae. Youngjae has had sasaengs on his case for the past 3.5 years. And he has posted about it multiple times on his social media, asking and begging for them to stop and leave him alone. That's not even the first case of it too. JB has had multiple sasaengs. I'm pretty sure some members of Day 6 and 2PM have also had sasaengs with them. I think Stray Kids as well. But the most memorable to me is Youngjae, because Youngjae has pleaded out so many times for those sasaengs to stop. And JYP keeps claiming that they're going to take legal action against the sasaengs, but they never did. Youngjae kept pleading and asking for the sasaengs to stop calling him, to stop following him to everywhere he goes, to stop invading his privacy, but yet the threats of sasaengs still continued. That's already not a good start to a company, in my opinion. But that's not even the worst of it. JYP does have this division under them that is called Division 2, which GOT7 and Twice, I believe, are under. Maybe even Stray Kids. I don't remember specifically who's all under Division 2. But promotions is a huge thing in Korea, especially when you have a comeback. A lot of JYP groups typically have a 4 to 5 week promotion span. GOT7 with Not By The Moon had 2 weeks. GOT7 with Last Piece had 2 weeks. Stray Kids with God's Menu originally was supposed to be 3 weeks, but I think they spread it out because they saw how much it grew. Because of Stray Kids' success with God's Video, that then led to them releasing Backdoor. But then after Backdoor, we didn't see anything of Stray Kids. Whereas where you see ITZY and Twice, their promotions are nuts. JYP's posting about it on his own personal social media account. Whereas with anything GOT7 or Stray Kids, even Day 6, you see nothing. JYP even commented and texted Jay of Day 6 saying, I'm surprised to listen to the song that you made and actually like it. Or something along the lines of that. Sent that to Jay after they released, I think it was Zombie. I remember my days were furious about that. How can you say that to someone? Like, I understand you're the CEO, you're like really well known in Korea. But how can you say that to someone? That just puts their mood down even more. What? And that leads me into my next topic, is he's just harsh for no reason. Now this is actually JYP himself. JYP himself is just harsh for no reason. He says things, I feel like, without thinking about how harsh it can come off. And I understand as a CEO, you want what's best for your groups. You want what's best for your entertainment industry. But there's no need to say such harsh words like what he told Jay. He said even harsher words to other groups as well. And it's just disgusting, in my opinion, to think that this CEO thinks himself so high and mighty that he can be harsh on everyone. And I understand. Sambe hobe. I understand that. But even with CEOs of other companies, they at least kind of try to treat their idols like people. Whereas with JYP, just kind of like product. It's annoying. Which leads on to my next thing. JYP rejecting songs because it's not a group's color. JYP claims that he knows what a group's color is, and a certain color has to fall in line with JYP's color. So technically, it's not the group's color, it's JYP's color. If it doesn't suit his image of what the group is supposed to be, it gets rejected. A good case of this is when JB went on to that one variety show showing that he had written so many songs for JYP to listen, and he rejected all of them instantly within 30 seconds of listening to the song. I feel as though if you are a singer-songwriter and you're listening and evaluating a song that someone has written, you should listen to the whole thing. You shouldn't just go, oh no. And another thing, if a member of a group is writing a song for their group, don't you think that that member knows their group's color more than the CEO? Because I do. I believe that JB knows GOT7's color more than JYP. I believe that Bang Chan of Stray Kids knows Stray Kids' color more than JYP. How can you say it's not a group's color when you don't listen to the full song, for one, and claim to know what their color is? What is their color? Maybe they want to do something different. It's not weird and taboo about K-pop to want to do something different within a group. I mean, look at VIX. VIX literally created the gory concept of K-pop. But do you see what they debuted with? They had Rock Your Body. Look at VIX. VIX didn't start out with the gory concept. They transitioned into it. It's okay to want to experiment with different sounds and do something different that isn't the group's color. That's how it keeps people entertained and want more people to join in. So don't say that something isn't someone's color if they are willing to do something different. And if it's a group member writing the song, I'm pretty sure they know their own color more than anything else. If you look at it, GOT7, JB, his songs that he's written for GOT7 has gotten more views and racked up more money than JYP songs that have been written for GOT7. Interesting, right? I'm pretty sure JB knows GOT7's color, along with Bang Chan. Just gotta put that out there. So the next thing I want to talk about is JYP not really letting the idols pursue what they want to do. So a lot of idols, they go into being an idol either from dancing, singing, or acting. That's typically the three that they go into an agency for or sign with an agency for. And sadly for those of you that went in for them, sadly for those that went in for acting, if they do end up being an idol in an idol group, they typically don't act much. You know, we all know about the slave contracts where companies have groups sign a 7-year contract basically saying no dating, no this, no that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's just so sad. And the main thing that hurts me the most as an international fan that I can see hurting an idol is international idols not being able to go see their family. So for instance, like look at Bang Chan and Felix. When was the last time they went to Australia and saw their family? Look at Mark, when was the last time that he actually got to go home on vacation to see his family? Jackson, Bam Bam, the list goes on. The list goes on. Don't even get me started with Twice. Mina, Hana, Momo, when was the last time they saw their family? We don't know. It could be the fact that JYP doesn't want them to post about it, or just doesn't want him to see it. And I know that's part of being in the industry, you know, you don't get to see your family often. But during these times where the world is in a pandemic, I think right now is the best time to see your family. To see the ones you truly care about, and not letting them do that, even though they kind of can't leave the country, but not letting them do that in general because you don't want them to is so dumb to me. Like, huh? What? Poor Mark even said that I haven't seen my family in like a year, which is sad because though me and my family don't get along that well, I couldn't imagine not seeing them for a year. So the next topic is definitely more for the girl groups, which is he overworks his female idols and underworks his male idols, which is very true. Look at Twice. Twice is doing everything 100 miles per hour. Whereas with, you have Day 6. When was Day 6's last comeback? April? May? Maybe? And it wasn't even really a comeback. They kind of just dropped a song and they were gonna come back, but then some of the members took mental health days because they were so like stressed and anxiety driven, because I can't even imagine being an idol under a company where the CEO tells you exactly what to do, how the song should be, and all that. I understand that's part of the life, but still that can take a lot out of a person, especially if it's been for years. He's overworking the shit out of Twice and ITZY. He overworked Miss A lot for a while. And he underworks his male idols. When was the last 2 p.m. comeback? And it's just insane. It's insane to think that, you know, the difference. And this also leads into my next point, is that JYP discriminates towards male idols. GOT7 has mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure Stray Kids has mentioned it before. Day 6 has mentioned it before. But the most memorable one is when GOT7 was on Knowing Brothers with JYP, which they didn't even want to be on with JYP. They wanted to be on with themselves. That way they could promote GOT7. But no, they had to come on with their CEO. That's strike number 1 for me. Strike number 2 was when my baby Jin Young literally exposed his ass and said, no, he treats us completely different compared to whenever like Suzy walks by. And shows the host like what JYP does. And that's gross. That's fucking gross. He's like, oh yeah. Like, and his reaction is like, oh no, I just think of it as like, we're just like brothers, or like, you know, they're my sons or whatever. No, you wouldn't treat someone like that. Like that. Especially when it's GOT7. The group that saved you from bankruptcy in 2014. Yes. JYP was on the verge of bankruptcy in 2014. They debuted GOT7. GOT7 got them out of that. That is the reason why JYP was able to do 16. That is the reason why JYP was able to debut Twice. GOT7 got them out of that bankruptcy because GOT7 got that international flow that JYP had been missing for years. And they treat them like trash. They treat Day 6 like trash. Day 6, when Day 6 debuted, I saw JYP's stocks go up, because their international fan base is fucking insane. My days are nuts. In a good way, by the way. Don't come for me, my days, I love you. But JYP acts like Day 6 doesn't fucking exist. I wouldn't be surprised that next year when Day 6 has to resign, if Day 6 leaves. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if Jay. Like, I would definitely not be surprised if Jay leaves. Honestly, I'd congratulate that man. I'd be like, good job, Jay. Good job. It's just so disgusting on how different he treats the male idols versus the female idols. It makes me want to okay. Oh my god, I did it. That's everything I have on my list. Wow, would you look at that? I actually did. Yeah, there's more on my mind about this, but if I keep going, it's going to be a 30-minute video, and I don't want to put y'all through that. But yeah, wow. I feel like a huge like stress relief has just lifted. Like, I've been wanting to talk about this for years because I have noticed it for so long. Not only because of GOT7, though I do believe GOT7 kind of got the butt end of it. And I think right now Day 6 is also getting the butt end of it. I've noticed this with 2 p.m., 2 a.m. Who else? Shit, I don't even remember who else was under JYP. Miss A. Like, I've seen this before. I mean, look at Jimin or Jamie from 15 and she left JYP within an instant because JYP wasn't doing shit for her. And she's out here thriving doing her own stuff. Like, there's a reason why people leave an agency. There's multiple reasons. But one reason that people leave an agency is that they're not doing enough for them. They're not doing enough for them. And a lot of people, and here I go going on a GOT7 tangent because trash. A lot of people are claiming that GOT7 is disbanded. No, they did not leave GOT7. They left the agency because the agency didn't respect them. There's a difference between the two. Disbandment means that they left the group. They left the agency, not the group. But yeah, it's just insane to see people that really love JYP and think that he's doing everything so good and high and mighty, when in all reality the idols are either overlooked, overbooked, or just non-existent anymore. And it's just it's annoying as a fan because I used to kind of consider myself a JYP stan, but once I started looking into everything that JYP has done to their groups, I love a lot of JYP's groups, which is fine. You know, JYP's groups just kind of have more my taste. But JYP, the way he treats his groups, the differentiality between the two is not my cup of tea. I'm all for equality, not inequality. It's disgusting to me on how he treats his groups, especially when one of them saved them from bankruptcy. I just don't get that. Like, that makes me the most angry. But yeah, oh my god, I made the video. Oh my god, I made the video. I'm scared now. I don't want to get sued. But how can I? Because it's obvious evidence. It's not like I'm like, I signed a contract with it, and JYP Entertainment said, and signed an NDA saying that I can't talk about any of this as a fan. I am talking this as a fan. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I got everything off my chest. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other additional comments, please put it down below. I would love to see what you guys think about this whole situation, whether it's about GOT7 or JYP just mistreating their groups in general or anything like that. Please put it down in the comments below. I want to see what you guys think. And yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, become notified. Sure, follow me on social media. I'll see you all in the next video. Annyeong!